Welcome to Oooh Chile. We're your hosts, Karla and Mayra. Everything you hear on Oooh Chile is allegedly and shared purely for entertainment. Some stories are true, some are embellished, and some are fictionalized. Names and details may be changed to protect privacy or just because we forgot after too much wine. This is our version, our truth, our point of view, not gospel, not professional advice, and definitely not an invitation for lawsuits. If it sounds like someone you know, that's purely coincidental, or maybe just know a lot of messy people. Sit back, sip your bubbles, and enjoy the weedy weedy, the chisme. And don't forget, drink responsibly. Five, four, three, two, one, zero. Hi, I'm Carla, your host with Oooh Chile, wine lover, wine distributor, and real estate agent. And this is my little boy, Tiny Teacup Tino.
Woo! Hey, you guys, I'm back. I'm Myra, Carla's BFF.
Number four.
Number, wait a minute. Anyways, Carla's BFF and co host. And I'm so glad you guys got to meet Jackie. So I will agree because she and Carla are so much older than me. She did come first. So I agree, Jackie. You were best friend I thought number one, but we're right. Sally, that girl, was her number one. And then Jackie,
Nope.
number two. And I'm number three.
No, you're number four because it's Sally, that girl. Then it was my friend Luisa Cruz, which she passed away. May she rest in peace.
Oh.
Love her, miss her. Just had her 10-year anniversary of her death that we celebrated in San Bernardino. And then Jackie was number three.
Okay,
And
now
then you're number four. So I met Sally, that girl, when I was 9, 8.5, 9. And then Luisa when I was 10. And then Jackie 13. And then I was 22, 23, 22.
22 when you met me.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah,
When I met you.
I needed someone to be over 21. And actually, Carla, this is a great segue on how we met. Carla was 22.
Wait. Before we do that,
Oh yeah, we
wait,
need wine.
I know we need wine. Wait a second. And there's a reason why you don't have wine. Are you ready for a game?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm always ready for a game.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna grab something real quick. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Listen up. The game is this. You have 2 cups, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So I am going to hide this wine bottle,
That whole bottle?
the 2022, in one of the cups. The thing is, you have to find which cup holds the wine. So I'm gonna mix it around, okay? So just
oh my God.
Take a look. Don't lose your eyesight. Gotta make sure. Keep your eyes open. Look and make sure you can see which one.
Hold on. This one.
Yeah.
What the hell? Were you drinking before me?
Ding 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 ding. You won. Yes. Now we can drink. You have now picked the 2023 Raymond Cab.
Ooh, I love Cab.
It's so good. Hold on, you have your cup back there? Yes. Come on down, young lady. Come on down. Oh my God.
This episode we had to earn it.
Yes,
so you guys
have to
see
earn
how
it, babe.
hard it was to earn our wine today.
So
I'm so glad I have great perception of, I don't know, where the bottle was.
I know. Salud, real quick. So
what are we drinking?
Is Garnet in color, and it has the fragrance of blackberry and a little clove.
Mm-hmm. I taste plum.
Plum.
So good. And you know what? I also feel like the tannins are they complement the acidity and the tannins, very balanced.
Yeah, plum and boysenberry. Yes, very good. Yeah, tannins, good boy. Yes, it's
the
good.
Finish is just very. It has a very velvety finish.
And again, affordable. I think I've been trying to introduce wines that are good wines from good winemakers and a good line.
Raymond is really good.
Good wineries, and so this is very affordable. So if you want to have a bottle or a glass every day, you can. Super easy. It's not going to break the bank. So reach out if you want to try some of this. Or those of you, tell me in the comments who, I know that some of you have ordered. Are you drinking? Did you open your bottle? Are you watching on Facebook or on YouTube or
Spotify.
Spotify
Yeah.
or iHeart or
You know why? Because we're getting a lot of comments from our friends. I mean, I think most of you guys are friends, family that have found out about the show and tuning in because 38 years of being friends. I been, if you know Karla, you know Mayra. If you know Mayra, you know Karla. And then, of course, Karla's other best friends. Although I have some other best friends too.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I
I think
think
all
we're all. Then that's what I was just going to say when you were saying that. I think that we're blessed because yes, did I originally meet Jackie and I introduced her? Yes, but that's also your best friend too.
yeah.
You guys are best friends, and then
I
like
sat with
Sophia.
Jackie
Yeah,
just recently at a wedding and just love her. And I will agree, Jackie, you are super sweet and super nice. But I will tell people, I if you don't know, just
don't mess with Jackie.
don't fuck with Jackie. She'll fuck you up.
She
Don't
will
mess with
put him
Jackie.
up. Put him up.
And yeah, and so it's been great. It's been amazing to be able to have best friends and for best friends to be best friends because you know that's 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 what we're here for, is
Yeah,
to support each other, especially women,
yeah.
that we love each other and we respect and just enjoy our company, which always reminds me to what I say it a lot to Karla, that and with people, that the best bottle of wine is who you pair it with.
Mm-hmm.
And I have paired lots of wines and stories in life with Karla. So,
Oh yes,
cheers to
salud,
you, amiga, to
amiga.
another 38 plus years.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And speaking of wine, speaking of time, speaking of bottles, I want to say thank you. Karla was the host, and like she came in and, well, not so much the host, but you were like host,
I
greeting
was pouring.
people. You were
I
pouring.
was doing. What I did was I have what's called the Bubble Lounge. So I've got a couple of businesses. Obviously, I have Rotan Imports, which imports wine and alcohol into the island of Rotan in Honduras. And then the sister company to that is the Bubble Lounge, but there's a Bubble Lounge in Rotan where you can do tastings, and that's the Bubble Lounge is more for people. Rotan Imports is for businesses and the hotels. So I also, since I live part time there and part time here in the U.S., I do Bubble Lounge US and Bubble Lounge Rotan.
Rotan.
So what I offer is
Wine tastings.
exactly. So I do private tastings. We can get together. You can call me, and we can pick the wines that you want to order, and then however many people you invite, we have a private tasting. We could also pair it with a charcuterie board, or
And Karla comes and then she pours like she did at my birthday. She
so I had
came.
and then if you want, I also have like a little bar, a mobile bar that's called the Bubble Lounge Bar, and it's got a little umbrella. It's super
Oh,
cute.
it is super cute.
Everybody at Myra's party, she had what? You had a couple of
200 people, and I had hired, so I had two bars. I had a bar inside the house, and Karla was like the greeting committee. And so what I did is I bought a few cases of wine, and then she was there pouring. So she was like, hosting people and just being amazing. um and she was teaching them about
that was
different,
amazing.
teaching them about like the difference, because we did have the 69, which
Oh
is
yes,
Pinot and Chardonnay,
right.
and 21, which is all Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. So this was from episode 1,
Yeah.
and so
two.
this is a Pinot and Chardonnay, and it's from Burgundy, France, and it's got like a raspberry taste to it. It's such a great sparkling wine. It's a sparkling rosé. This one price point is great for getting a wine, a sparkling wine from France, from Burgundy,
Burgundy,
France,
France.
which is very close to Champagne.
Yeah, under $100
Oh,
is
under,
like,
yes. It's way below $100. So this is good price point on this, and of course you can always order it. And I'm sure those that did on the first episode, I got very good feedback. They had tried it and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this
yeah,
rosé is
so
delicious."
good, so good.
And then on your episode,
And then
we
on my episode, Tener or Not Tener,
yeah.
we introduced 21. And what I love about 21, again, price point. It's such a great wine that you don't have to wait for a special occasion. You don't have to like wait for a Sunday brunch or anything. You could just open this bottle and like you do the 69 at any given time.
Mhm.
This one is going to be more, it's 100% Chardonnay, again, Burgundy, France.
Great.
And there's 2 million bubbles on
20
both of
million.
these. 20,
Mhm.
oh,
Each
20,
bottle, each
20
bottle
million.
has approximately 20 million bubbles.
Which is so nice. It's just it's always going to pair so well with your party, with you, and it just makes you feel good. I don't know, when I pop a bottle, that boom, it's kind of like gives you a little bit of like
Mhm.
a little endorphins, like ooh, like
Mhm.
ooh.
And if you wanted something just a little bit more cost effective, that we did serve at Myra's, and we haven't had this one
No,
yet.
not yet.
But this is a Jean Louis. This one we served for Myra's. This I like. Um, again, very cost effective. You can use this for mimosas. It's a good sparkling wine
Yeah.
to serve with mimosas. Great price
I
point.
love these
Those
with or
these are my,
without.
yeah.
That one kind of like it's more of a brute, so it
It,
definitely can go a little bit
yeah,
more
yeah,
with
yeah,
mimosa
yeah.
or by itself.
Or by itself. Some people really like it because it's. I know that they say not to say that it's sweet, but my palate I like a little bit more
Dry.
dry. And so for me, this is a little bit more on the sweeter. It's not sweet though. So anybody that's maybe wants to start drinking and hasn't gotten the palate
Develop the
yet, developed the
palate.
palate yet, this is a
A good,
very great starter if you want. But it's not sweet. So you might want something even sweet. Some
sweeter.
people like very, very sweet. Throw some orange juice in there and
Yeah.
you're good.
And then you served this at your son's wedding, which was
Yes.
wow, just a beautiful wedding, just a few weeks ago. And is it gala or gala?
Gala. We call it the
Gala.
gala. You
Oh
can
my
say it however
God.
you want to say it.
However you want
Gala,
to say it.
gala.
So talk about this one because this was a little bit
Okay.
more
This is
bougie.
this is actually this is a higher price point bottle, and this is actually champagne. It comes from Champagne region of France. This is another JCB. Fun fact: the bottle. You see this? How beautiful it is. It's actually car paint.
Ooh.
Okay.
No wonder
So
it doesn't leave any fingerprints because I was touching it. I
yeah,
thought I was gonna have to like
no,
clean it before I
yeah.
handed it over to you, and it's like no fingerprints.
This was so pretty. My daughter-in-law said, "Oh my gosh, those bottles!" Because they had a bottle when they were cutting the cake, and they were pouring this. And when they were pouring this, the pictures with this bottle just made the picture just kind of like
Oh,
pop
for his
because her
wedding.
colors had this. Yes,
Yeah. Well, they
and
had those colors.
yes, they
Anyways, they
have those
were
colors,
like very.
but it just really it popped. And fun fact, what I like to do is I actually gift these. Now this bottle, obviously, it's a higher price point.
Mm-hmm,
However, I gift these like when someone gets married,
mm-hmm.
and then a lot of times I'll just write something with a marker on there. But this is a very nice bottle. It's
Let me see.
very
I
very
never
good.
knew that it was like the same as car paint. That's so
Yeah,
cool. So look, you
yeah.
guys, it's like a really cool bottle. Just the bottle itself and the
Mhm.
wine inside here. Ooh la
Oh yeah,
la.
the champagne is yes, it's ooh la la,
And this
as
is
John
a
Charles would say.
2014.
Yeah, so
So it's a
2014.
vintage. It is definitely,
That's good.
this one's really good. If you guys want to order any for like any special occasions, bring this to dinner and celebrate any anniversaries. Speaking of anniversary, we're at 38 years. Isn't that amazing
It
how we've
is.
been friends for so
Well,
long?
we're gonna have to open up a
One
bottle.
of these, yeah.
We're gonna have to
And
open up one of those expensive bottles. But just in case, if you want, if you're interested, I'm already booking up. November, December, October, Halloween, whatever. If you want to do a private tasting, give me a call, DM me. We can pick out, some great, price points and just kind of go mid or lower or higher or whatever your palate is, and we can do a private tasting at your home.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if you do this also. I'm sorry to interrupt,
yeah,
but so I know you do tastings, but also, um, I don't know. You should probably, there are friends kind of do what you did to me. Like I bought a few cases,
yeah,
and then you came and you poured.
yes,
So that's also an
yeah.
option. So if you guys are having a party and because I'll tell you this, I had, like I said, two bartenders or two bars, and Karla's uh, Bubble Lounge did not stop.
It was
And
nonstop.
it was nonstop. So the other people that I hired, they basically did maybe 10, 20 drinks the entire time they were there. And I had a party, it was like 6 hours. And it started at 11 a.m. and it ended like at 6. So probably a little longer than 6 hours. But
Yeah,
Karla did not stop. And
nonstop.
she even made like champagne. That day, she only had champagne because I was going to have her as like Sunday brunch. And everyone drank champagne. And
Everybody.
even people that don't even drink champagne, they became champagne drinkers. So it was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So just call her and find out
Yeah.
what are some of the options. Because even like that, you buy a bunch of cases or a few bottles and she'll come and pour. So
Yeah, so for in Rotan, you can pick up here in the US. I've partnered with JCB in the ambassador program. So call me. I can get your wines. All of these I have at my disposal, and we can do a nice little VIP tasting
yeah.
at in the comfort of your own home, or order quickly because the holidays are coming. If you're going to have any
Some sell out.
parties,
I know one is already sold
right?
out. I think the Pinot Noir, or I forgot. I
I
looked
have
at
to look because
one. There
yeah,
was
they
one that was sold out.
especially yeah. So if you're going to have any parties, order now. We can kind of maybe do. I don't know if we can still do custom labels. We're still supposed to find out if I can still do custom labels because we've done that in the past. So either way,
Yes, that
reach
reminds me
out
of the label
of
that
the right.
we just. Well, also, my fiance, he has a real estate. He's a real estate realtor, and so he ordered a case of the 21 for his open house last weekend, and it was a success. It was great. He had the flutes out there, and people were like, "Wow, this is really cool." It was on a Sunday, and he was hosting with 21, and that's basically all he had. He had 21, a little bit of orange juice. It's so great that you don't even want to like mix it with orange juice,
Yeah,
but he
it's
did
great.
just in
Yeah.
case. And then he had some like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries that people can put in their wine, their champagne flutes and walk around and stuff. So it was just like a really cool thing. So I love that Jackie was here because Jackie did come before me. That's for sure. You guys are a little older than me. I'll take that. That's fine. Jackie, you are too. You're as old as this one.
Yeah, we're the same age.
Which reminds me of so many things. Okay, how Karla and I met is because of age. So I've always had friends that are a little older, and Karla was about 6 years older, and someone said we looked so alike, and that I needed to talk to her because she was over 21 and get her ID. Just so I used to love dancing. I still do, and I used to go to all the clubs. Studio West, La Fuente, Studio, wait, not
Oasis.
Studio 21, Studio 47. Wait, which one was the one in San Jose? Studio
Oh yes,
Studio 47? And City Nights, Sound Factory, One Up,
Holy
Holy
Cow,
Cow, all of them.
Oasis.
So we used to, I used to love dancing, and I couldn't get in. So I heard about this beautiful lady that looked just like me, and I went and had to suck up, and I didn't know she was already talked into it, and she was going to give it to me. But anyways, I had a great time trying to make her my friend.
Well, you got a little too fast. You gotta. Oh, she's just kind of like
yes,
driving by real fast. She's going real fast on this one. She did. We had a mutual friend, and he would always come up and tell me, "Oh my gosh, Karla, you look just like my friend Mayra."
And we do look alike.
Yes, because
and
Apple.
She's like an older sister.
Apple confuses us. When I tell Apple, when I write pictures of Mayra, my pictures will come up.
That's so funny. And then when I had her phone the other day, or when I have her phone, I don't need her to open it because my face recognition opens her phone.
That means her eyes are like the same. It's like the weirdest
something.
thing.
Something must be the same. Yeah, I got little hood eyes.
Oh my God.
You must have little hood eyes too. Little itty bitty eyes.
Oh gosh.
With big old smiles.
Here we go, the chinita. So now, you know, every Latin. This is just a Latin thing, okay? When you're born, you get a nickname.
You always get a nickname. If you're a Latino,
yes.
you get a nickname.
You could have been like a fat little bit, you know, had rolls when you were younger, when you were a baby.
And then later
but
you're like
skinny. But when you were a baby and you were a little chubby, or if they already gave you the nickname, if they christened you the nickname like gorda or gordo, gordito, gordita, it sticks. It sticks until you die. It's probably gonna be on your placard when your tombstone.
La gorda se murió.
Yeah, la gorda se murió este día. So yeah. So and then what was
and
your
especially with families like you, because you were super light, and I know you have a sister that's just a little not as light.
Yeah.
And I'm sure her nickname was La Negra.
Negra. Yes.
Yes. I mean, see?
That's exactly.
And so it's not really like 100% accurate. It's nicknames of endearment.
Endearment, yeah.
And that is so Latino. You know, like I was growing up and I had, I still have, I have
still have
curly hair. And so I just, you know, go out of my way to make it nice and straight. But this hair is like a Q-tip. And so growing up, my nickname was Q-tip.
What else was your nickname? Because I know what your nickname was. What else was your nickname? You're not saying the other one.
No, I don't think we need to say the other one.
I think we do.
No, we don't. It's like it's cool. It's you know, Q-tip really gives like a picture of what my texture and my hair, curly hair.
No, the other one really tells your texture of your hair. What was your nickname? Come on.
I don't know. It was, I don't know, maybe something like pelo de mico or something like that.
Did you guys hear that? Pelo de mico. So, for those of you that only speak English, pubic hair.
Nice. Great. Wonderful. First we start the nair, not to nair. Now you guys know.
Now you know why she has nair.
Anyways, so getting back to dancing and 21 and all that, it was amazing. I met Karla, and she was just like automatically became my big sister. She was a little older than me. She was over 21, and she was about 6 years older than I was. And from that day on is how we became best friends. We've been, I feel like I've been paying the price for that ID. I keep paying for it. But, you know.
Absolutely not.
You know, I will agree with you. Absolutely not. It's been the best 38 years so far of my life. We have gone from there to Roatan. We've survived some stories. You know, it sounds like you and Jackie have a little bit more. Well, since there's been more time, you guys have a little bit more excitement. I mean, the Volkswagen story. Bug or van was crazy. I did not know about that. But talking about Jackie, wasn't she awesome? I love Jackie, and I'm so glad that she was able to be here last episode. But okay, so I thought Jackie was number 1 and I was number 2, but I stand corrected because your drug dealer, that was your best friend at 10 years old. So then after that, Jackie was number 2.
No. Then it was Luisa. Oh, Luisa looked like us.
Yes. She passed away.
Yes.
Okay. So Luisa. So I'll take it. Okay. So Sally,
that girl,
and then Luisa.
Yes.
And then Jackie. And then me. Okay, good. So I'm number 4.
So funny. Sally, that girl, I was 9. And then Luisa, I was 11. Wow, 10, 11, yeah. 10 going on 11.
Yeah, since you got her
10.
to like move away, sell her house, freaking yeah, your first best friend had to like get a new identity. She had like witness protection plan and stuff. So yeah, okay, I can see that. So you needed a new best friend.
Oh my god. So yeah.
I guess I should be considered, Jackie, you and I should be considered lucky ones that we didn't have to change our name after Carla. One passed away.
Sometimes.
So Jackie, you and I, we're the lucky ones. We're doing good. Yeah, we could still call ourselves by our name.
Yes, you can, for sure. So yeah, so then Jackie and I were 13, and then I was 22 when I met you.
22, exactly. And I just, I just wanted to go out and go dancing. And, it was probably one of the best times of my life because to me and you, since we didn't drink, whenever we went out, even if we were out till like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, we would like go to work the next day because it was kind of sort of like we were at the gym or kind of like
it was
like,
gym
like doing Zumba.
Yes, it was. It was definitely. It was. That's how Zumba started.
Yeah, we started it.
We started Zumba.
But we would go out, and since we didn't drink, we actually didn't have a hangover, and it gave us a lot of endorphins, and we would. I mean, I remember going to work, getting up at like 7, getting ready, and being at work by 8, or even 6:30, and being at work by 8. One time I got dropped off at work. Thank God I wore scrubs, and I worked in 450 Sutter, and I worked in a dentist's office, but. You guys managed to drop me off. I was actually on time that day because it was like Denny's we finished our breakfast at Denny's, and then I think I got dropped off like at 7 a.m.
We go to Denny's and eat.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember back in the day, like going to Oasis?
Mm-hmm.
And
I used to try to break that.
And I would have the
on the pool.
The way that I did it at the beginning with my cousin before she actually got an idea of mine, Oasis was like an open bar in San Francisco. So there was the bottom had the pool, the fiberglass was over the pool, and
I used to try to break it.
And then
with my little 90-pound.
Right, and then you can go upstairs, and it was an open rooftop. It's a 6 and
Market. Oh,
no. Wait. Here's oh shoot. Anyways, right around
South of Market
from Holy Cow, around the corner
from.
So what I would do is I would go to the very top at the rooftop, and then I'd see my cousin, and I'd throw my ID down to her, and she'd grab it
so she can get in.
Yeah, or vice versa. Then I started thinking, oh my gosh, I have to let her in first because in case it doesn't work, and then I'll go in because it's really me, So we would do that, and then sometimes we'd be in line. We used
to like
hand it back like this,
like do it, and then be like here, like show your ID, and then act like you're putting it away, but you're actually giving it, and then pass it down to because you can pass it down to the next person.
Yeah. So
oh my God, these were the good old days.
I know.
It's so funny because there wasn't Instagram. We didn't have phones that took pictures. So just like Jackie said, you guys got away with a lot. And
we did. Yeah. We got away with a lot. Definitely got away with a lot. Yeah, some of those cruising days. By the way, they brought back cruising for one day.
In the Mission?
Yes, Kingwood Streets. Yes, it was very. Yes,
I missed
it was very, very so cool. You see all the lowriders, and they're just. It was just a cool thing to see. There were a lot of people that showed up for that. Yeah. I mean, I think. It had gotten outlawed after a couple of years after the Niners won their first Super Bowl, because the first time the Niners won their Super Bowl, this was a story for me and Jackie to talk about. The streets got packed. You couldn't move anywhere. So that means ambulances couldn't get through. Nothing. So
I think we were part of the equation back then too, because you and I were in some of those cruising.
I think they won in '82, so you probably would have been a little too young.
So in '82, I think that was against the Dolphins. I can't remember, but I think it was because I remember hanging out the window because I was too young, and like having a dolphin, like my little dolphin that came from like Marine World. I think it was Shamu, and I had put a belt around.
Oh, you did the belt.
Its tail.
People had a fishing pole with the dolphins hanging.
And I was like, with the belt, probably the same belt my dad used to spank us with when we were little. Anyways, and I would have a belt. I had a belt on it. I think it was 1982. and then I was like on the window being part of the equation, like pulling on the dolphin's tail, and yeah, because we lived on 30th and Mission. So
oh yeah, so
we
you
grew up on
saw the
30th and
whole
Mission.
you
Yeah.
saw the whole thing.
Yes.
So you're kind of there.
Kind of. You were probably.
I was stuck by 30th and Mission. By the way, I couldn't move. I left my car
lived right
in the middle
across
of
the street from Safeway on 30th.
Oh yeah, I got stuck right there because I remember walking to the corner to call my mom to let her know that I was stuck and I wasn't going to be home in time for curfew because no cars were moving.
Oh my God, yeah. You
right,
guys,
right, yeah.
We should have been best friends then. You should have come over to my house.
I could have.
I remember somebody was getting beat up, and my dad saw them like kicking some guy's butt, and he's like,
she's just trying to be proper.
He's like,
we're not proper.
Oh my God, we got to save this guy. He's gonna get killed. So he calls and he's dials the number, and he's there like, hi sir, what city? He's like, San Francisco, Mission District, 30th. And he's like, what business do you want? He goes, the police. And she's like, sir, you called 411. You called information. He had never called 911. And so they're like, by the time he like hung up and was gonna call 911, the guy was already done. Like they were done beating him up. He was like on the floor laid out. And so at that point, it was like, call for an ambulance. But those were the days. I don't know if you guys remember popcorn.
Oh yes, yes.
You know,
any four numbers.
Growing up, I used to call popcorn because it would give you the telephone.
Yeah, I think it was 767, right? Is that what it was? 767, and then any four numbers.
Any four numbers, yeah.
Any four numbers.
And so I used to put like pop and then POP.
Yeah, POP.
And then corn was kind of like just to like remember.
Just so you could remember it, yeah.
But what I would do is because we didn't have cell phones, so we had call waiting.
Call waiting had just come out because I will tell you, I remember having to do emergency breakthroughs on the phone because there was no call waiting.
So call waiting was it worked like this. So if you were on the phone and then someone called, it would click and you would be like, oh, hold on, let me get the other line. And before that, it would have the busy sound. So I was part of the call waiting era, baby. She was probably the.
I was I'm making an emergency breakthrough.
Yeah, she was the.
And anyways, oh boy, those emergency breakthroughs were something else.
And they were not even emergencies. They were
just
weren't.
Like it's gonna cost you another like. It costs 5 cents to make an emergency breakthrough. Yes.
Yes, charge my mom and dad. But so I would have my beeper or pager, and it would be like, I'm gonna call you, or we would say, okay, I'm gonna call you like at midnight or something. And so I would be on popcorn because it would not hang up, and it would be like it wouldn't ring at the house.
Right. So the phone
it would just be like. It like
it kept going.
The popcorn would be like
it's
the time is
7:37 and 5 seconds.
Beep.
Yep. 7:37 and 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think it would do like every 10.
I don't know whatever.
Yeah, because it would do like every 10.
Okay,
hi. The time is 7.
No, it says how long it took you to call back, but it would be.
But you can stay on it without it hanging up.
Without it hanging
up. So
I
would be on it for like a minute, 2 minutes, 20 minutes until the phone would click. And then I would be able to talk at any time in my room without my parents knowing that I'm getting a phone call plus, past midnight. But yeah, so that was popcorn. That was like the good old days.
How about them pager days when you would send a message on a pager? Did you know you could send a message on a pager?
Yeah. 1, 4, 3.
I love you. What about 07734?
Hello. So I actually learned how to do go to hell. There was a few people.
60.
It's like it would be like
or 2. Yeah. Oh my God.
Go to hell, and then 4377 or something, because hell was.
Oh yes, that's
turn
right.
Around,
oh yes.
4.
You turn the pager upside down,
and then the 77 was the LL. No, so we definitely grew up being very resourceful. You guys, our kids today, you guys, there's no creativity, no, like it's just they just call. And they got their phones in the bedroom, and they can put a vibrate.
They don't even have phones anymore. It's just, well, yeah, they have Instagram or their cell phones. But I mean, back in the day, I remember my oldest daughter, Jasmine. She was always begging me for a house phone, and I think at the age of 12, I got her a phone in her room. 12 or 13. I got her a phone in her room, and that was like a big deal. That was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I remember when I changed the nozzle or the phone, the cord. I remember when I changed the cord to a 20.
Oh, the 20. Oh, yes,
foot,
you can 100
and
foot.
I could be like on the cord and go walk through my room and go to my closet and get dressed with the phone in
the phone still.
Yeah,
that was
because before I was like stuck to it.
Our phone, you guys, our phones were on the wall. They were on the wall, so we couldn't go anywhere. We'd have to sit there, and normally it was in the kitchen
talking,
and then we'd have to talk in front of the parents, and then we try to. The cord was not that long, so we try to move over, and so they couldn't hear anything. And then when you'd go and buy a long cord, phone
you were
cord,
like the bomb.
Woo,
thank
yes.
God.
And then the thing would get all twisted. You'd have to let the phone go and go like this, turn, spin, so you could straighten back out again. Otherwise, it'd get all twisted. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, those were the days.
So speaking of the phone and calls and witnesses and people answering the phone in the kitchen and saying stuff, this reminds me of our story. So I think you guys have heard many times that Karla and I actually didn't drink till we were older, and we didn't do drugs. So except for, I guess, Karla as a 10-year-old. But as she got older, she didn't do drugs after she was 10, after that nerd day. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I smoked weed once when I was 17, and I didn't like it.
Yeah. And so Karla was my big sister, and I basically hung out with a lot of people, but mostly with Karla. And so we used to talk, and she said, oh my God. So she calls the house, and it rings in the kitchen. My mom answers the phone. Hello? Hello? Super cute. My mom is super cute. My mom's the kind of lady that says, oh, get out the way. Excuse me. You know, because she was just so cute. So she answers the phone, and she loved Karla. She's like, hi, Carlita. And then she goes, let me get Mayrita. So they call me, and I'm in my room, and I'm like super cool because I got a phone in my room. So I'm like, I got it.
Oh, yeah.
So my mom didn't hang up because she was a little nosy. She was a little
She was trying to find out. She was trying to be an FBI.
Yeah, she wanted to find out what we were talking about, that we always laugh so much and stuff. So Karla gets on the phone. She's like, hey, what are you doing? I go, I'm just getting ready to go to work. She goes, well, I am so glad you did not go to that party yesterday, because it was they had a big ass keg, and they had Coke. They had Coke. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God.
There was a bunch of Coke.
And I'm like, thank God I didn't go to that party. I'm so glad, because, you know, it's not my cup of tea. So I go, hey, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. I got to go to work. I'm going to go upstairs and eat really quick. Okay, bye. I'll talk to you later. So I go upstairs, and then my mom is out there making me some food, and she's giving it to me, and she's sitting there, and she goes, I heard the phone call, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to think Karla's like a bad influence. I'm not going to be able to hang out with her. So I'm like listening to my mom, like, what did you hear? And she goes, I heard the phone call. Sounds like it was a weak party yesterday, and thank God you didn't go. They had cake instead of a keg. Cake. And Coca-Cola.
And Coca-Cola.
And I'm just like, yes, absolutely. Weak ass party, Mom. Weak ass party. Can you believe that? They just had cake and Coca-Cola.
Cake and Coke.
So that was our story, basically growing up with the phones and just analog. We were very analog. And, you know, the benefits of analog is that you really didn't, there wasn't digital, so it was hard to record analog. And you can't like repeat it. It was just like one and done.
Yes.
You know?
We didn't have where you could record your stuff. Well, we kind of did and we kind of didn't. When listening to music, I remember listening when you would try to record a song and you'd have your cassette tape, and then you'd have it on pause, and then or you'd have to press record, wait for it to come on, then you'd put start it, And then before the guy would say, well, this is from KSO, this is blah, blah, blah from KSOL or KMBL. Well, KSOL was a little bit before her time.
No, I know KSOL.
But, oh my gosh, it was just too freaking funny. And then you'd have to pause it. Yeah. Oh, so yeah.
So I think this episode is the episode of, what's our word when things are from the past? It's nostalgic.
Nostalgia. It's nostalgia.
Nostalgia. I think this is a nostalgia.
I think this is
episode to go with our cab, to go with our old age.
Yes.
Although she's way older now that we know.
So, well, speaking of, I have a little thing. I've always been kind of like into music. By the way, I want to find an intro to our podcast, but in order to do that, if you pay something, there's copyrights. So anybody that we know that can make us something, maybe Henry, my catracho, Smiley.
Yes, something that has like little
Nicoya, can you guys make us a little intro beat? Help us out.
Help your old ladies.
Help your
elders.
Help your catracha out. Help me out. Henry.
Yeah, we need like some beats or something because
you do little Nicoya,
Yes.
Hondureño, yeah,
Central America.
Yeah, Central American. So I don't know who else is from El Salvador that I can include that does music. But anyways, we need an intro. We're looking for an intro.
Going with the music and going with us, our chemistry of just being friends. And, all of us are best friends. And that's what I love. Like, I was with Jackie at your son's wedding.
Yes.
And she sat next to me and we just it was so funny because when you got up to do your speech, we both got up and we're both recording out there. And so, the love is there and I love it. And I do think that, Jackie, you've just become even more sweet. Like you were so right saying that, the older you get, like you're super sweet. I will say, don't fuck with Jackie. She will kick your ass no matter how old you are, how much arthritis you got. Girl, you still got it. But I got your back now. We got your back, Before you guys used to have to kick everybody's butt for me. But I got a little bit of skills.
I know I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Before I left to the military, you did some kicking ass.
Are we ever going to cover the Helen?
No, we're just going to. No, she's not worth it.
I know it's not even worth it.
That's like so long ago. But anyways, maybe we will cover it.
Yeah, we'll cover it some other
time. But we're
not
gonna.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. That was fun. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, Karla used to kick everybody's ass for me. Thank you, Karla. But and I witnessed a lot. So two things. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah. And it's so funny. We get so many texts after the show. Yeah. Personal, and they're great. And, yes. And I always say two things. If I ever do something and I can touch one person, I've done my job. So the fact that we get multiple texts and stuff from our past, from friends, family, from our past and our future and our current and all that is wonderful. Number two, I get to always Friday nights. I know that my happy hour is going to be with my best friend.
Salud.
Number 4. I'm number 4. And spending time with my best friend. And hopefully we can have other people join us.
Oh, yeah. And then the other thing that I was going to touch upon is I feel blessed that there's, we're sitting here, we're talking about, Karla's best friend, number 1, number 2, number 3. In your lifetime, sometimes you're lucky to have 1 or 2. And my best friends are best friends also. So, I know that you can call Jackie can call you.
My girl.
Vice versa. Exactly. I met people through you, like Sophia, that I consider a very, very good friend. It's just
Jeanette.
It's Jeanette. I feel that we're blessed. We've you don't get that too often, and so I'm blessed. Thank you so much. So you've given me some stuff too, my friend.
Aww.
So
I'm glad this little young spring chicken there can still bring some value.
So when I'm in my wheelchair, she's gonna have to.
Hey, that's not far-fetched. There has been some wheelchairs in your past.
There has been.
And mine to, oh my God, that's another story. We gotta save that one for another day. We're gonna do the wheelchair. But
We're gonna do the wheelchair.
next episode,
Yes.
number 5, October 17th, Friday.
Again, it's okay.
You know what that was?
I know what that was. It's inside joke.
Yes.
Should we
Our
say
next
it?
episode. No. Well, yeah. Okay, so we have this red wine right here, and you can see this little table is small. So Karla's son-in-law, he's worried about us being a little too friendly and
Overserved,
happy,
too overserved,
from
and
each
spilling
other,
the wine.
and spilling the wine in the nice
carpet.
So he brought this wine plugger, and I'm like,
What is that? A
what
butt
the hell is this?
I'm dying. He didn't even bring us a nice one.
He's like, you guys, do me a favor. Put that in there when you guys are not drinking, because I don't want you guys to drop the red wine. Anyways, so that's another
all
story.
right, insert butt plug into. Vinny, it's safe, Vinny. We got the butt plug in.
We did it. It's safe. It's in.
It's not going anywhere.
Anyway. Oh my God.
I'm dying.
Between Coca-Cola and cake. And so our next week, Friday, happy hour, Oooh Chile, episode number 5 de los 5.
Will be October 17th.
October 17th.
Yes.
Is going to be our
Sauvignon
Blanc. And it's Elizabeth Spencer, which is a great Sauvignon Blanc.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this goes back to a good price point.
Yeah.
Good anytime. The weather's changing, so we can still enjoy these nice little white wines. It is going to start probably getting a little chilly at the end of October.
Yeah.
Usually Halloween kind of switches the weather here in California and in the Bay Area. But I also want to say, my girl Karla, if you guys want wine tasting, if you guys need the Bubble Lounge to show up in full effect with her mobile bar with a nice white, with the umbrella and everything, there's join my Facebook. You guys will see some pictures from my birthday party. It's great. She's a great host, and let's keep it going, you guys.
So if you want, because I'm booking up, and of course the holidays are coming. If you're thinking of having a party, get together, girls get together, if you have bunko or anything of that nature, call me. We can create a good little package. I can come in and do a private tasting.
Yeah.
And
Karla brings everything.
Yeah.
You just have to pair it with your friends. That's basically
exactly.
it.
Bring your
and
friends.
Reminds me of what I say is the best bottle of wine is who you pair it with, not what you pair it with.
Woo.
So
salute
there you
to
go.
that, my friend.
Let's pair it with Karla, and it will pair well with anyone. Just bring your friends and let's drink wine and enjoy.
On that note, don't forget to subscribe and follow. And when you're watching this, instead of reaching out to us after, reach out to us during the podcast, and we can answer some of your questions. So we're going to do a live, like outside,
one of these
days when we get our crap together.
Yeah.
Right now we still
got
figuring this stuff out. So yeah.
Did I turn it on? Yeah.
I hope you turned it on. Anyways, thank you so much. See you on October 17th, and salute.
Salud.
Mm-hmm.
Join us on our next episode, Friday, October 17th, 3 Pacific Time, 4 Central Time. To watch this episode, go to www.OoohChile.com. Don't forget to order your bottle of Elizabeth Spencer North Coast Sauvignon Blanc.